I'm sick and tired of those.
What the hell was that?
Well, it's the same thing they always do.
Dude, I had my hands on Jeff Hardy. His freaking brother, out of nowhere. Those freaking immortals.
We gotta stop this, man. We gotta stop this. You know, we gotta stop waiting around for them to come to us.
Right. Let's go get them. Let's go find them and fight them all, Ken.
We'll fight them all.
Let's do it right now.
One by one.
Whatever.
One by one.
Whatever.
All right.
One by one, all the time.
We're gonna need some tools.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, bring some friends. Good idea.
We gotta bring some friends. Hey, that looks like your friend.
That is my friend. That's exactly
And this
what
looks
I
like
need.
my friend.
Let's go find us some immortals.
While RVD and Mr. Anderson are in search of a mortal, and in particular Jeff and Matt Hardy, the Pope enters the impact zone. And questions still surround D'Angelo Dinero's use of the congregation's funds. That as exposed by Samoa Joe. Taz, I will say that the Pope, he had an excuse or maybe an explanation for all of the accusations from the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe.
Well, I mean, listen, now let's face, be honest, it kind of seemed like there was a lot of double talking from the Pope when he more or less got, he got outed by Samoa Joe. I mean, really. But you know what? You never know. You never know what the truth is. Kind of seemed like we saw a lot of the truth, though. Or maybe we didn't. I don't know.
You know, I'm out here right now for some very important reasons. There's a lot of things that have gone down over the past couple of weeks that involved, as we know now, Samoa Joe running around surveilling Pope on his own time. While Pope was tending to his own business and that business of the congregation. Pope was out doing goodwill, if you can. You understand what I'm saying? Pope was making a difference in this world that we live in today. Now, I'm out here because I'm going to be the Pope that I am. I'm going to be the Pope that have led this congregation from the beginning. And I want to let all you know that I'm a Pope that you can follow, that you should follow, and that you will continue to follow. So right now, Pope's going to lead by example. And I'm going to let you know right now, Joe, it don't matter what you did, dog. Pope forgives you. That's right. I forgive you, Joe. I have no issue with you, man. But what Pope wants to know right here, right now, is would you be as forgiving, Joe, if Pope was following you around on your own time? Huh? Would you be as forgiving to Pope if Pope was following you and your wife? Because guess what, Joe? Pope did. Pope got footage of you and your wife on your own time. Tell me, would you forgive me? Let's look at the Dixietron. Well, tell me, how does that feel, Joe, to know that Pope was watching you and your wife on your own time? And then, to make matters just a little bit better, Joe, Pope knows that you and the wife just had a child. And I took it upon myself to follow your wife during her deliverance. So tell me, how would you feel? Would you forgive me, Joe, after you see your wife giving birth to your child, Joe? Look at the Dixietron. Pope's a forgiving Pope, Joe. But is Joe a forgiving Joe? Huh? Some more Joe, tell me, Daddy. Can you forgive me after seeing the fact that Pope has caught you and your wife doing the unthinkable?
I wondered how much of this Samoa Joe was going to take.
Yeah, well, Joe doesn't seem, by his facial expressions, that he's looking to have a little chat. Looks a little hot.
Ultimate in disrespect by the Pope D'Angelo Dinero, bringing the family of Samoa Joe into this discussion.
Well, it's pretty obvious that the Pope, while Joe busted him red-handed, I mean, with all the video stuff, I mean, Pope was, he was humiliated and embarrassed by Joe. But I agree with you, it wasn't cool what he just did. Especially that picture of the one pig trying to jump over the other one.
I forgive you, though. I'm Pope. I forgive you.
Look at you, Pope, coming out here and you got jokes, but I gotta say something. You see, the funniest thing to me is, for a man who always says that he's pimping, you sure do run like a little bitch. So I'm gonna tell you what, Pope. And you know what? I'm gonna tell your congregation how I feel about this. You see, I don't chase bitches. As a matter of fact, Pope, this lends credence to what I've always said about you. You're a phony. You're a fraud. You're a pretender. So instead of chasing around this arena and giving you a beating you so richly deserve, I'm gonna leave you with this promise. At some point, and at some time when you least expect it, I will get my hands on you. And rest assured, Daddy, Joe is gonna kill you.
Well, no gray area there. Pope's eyes.
That tells the story, doesn't it?
He looks a little scared, and I don't blame him.
Never good to have Samoa Joe pissed off. Pope, beware. It's just a matter of time.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, this time it goes our way, Ken. Hey, boys.
How you guys want?
How you doing?
What y'all doing?
Beer
We came to
money.
party.
What the hell you guys doing? Party.
Somebody's gonna have to call a maid. Boys, have a good day. Is it good enough for you?
2 down. Now let's find the Hardys.
Okay.
Thank you.
Lead the way, Captain. Lead the way.
Later tonight on Impact, it's the reunion of Jeff and Matt Hardy. First time together as a team in 3 years against new TNA World Heavyweight Champion, Mr. Anderson and RVD. Still to come, what will happen when Jeff Jarrett, his new wife, Karen Angle Jarrett, and Karen's ex, Kurt, all meet in the Impact Zone.
Holy powder keg.
I did it, baby. We're good. I did it. We're good. We're good. We got it.
Cass, can we take this?
What?
We just saw you there.
You see that man?
Yeah.
That man right there? He set the bar. They sent me out there first. It has to be a clean sweep tonight. For Immortal and for Fortune. And it seems like I've done this dance before. But right now, you're looking at the 4-time X Division champion.
Not just the X Division champion, but also one of the guys who helped build the division. Tell me about that.
You know it. From day one in this company, guys like AJ Styles, guys like Christopher Daniels, guys like Jerry Lynn, guys like Low Key, Amazing Red, Chris Sabin, Alex Shelley, Kazarian. We built this bitch from the ground up.
Guys, I just got off the phone with Hulk. He is pissed. He said, under no circumstances do we not get that belt off of Anderson.
It's
February 3rd.
It's a given. It's a given.
Let me soften him up.
No. Slow down, Secretary. You're going to heal. We need AJ Styles at 120%.
I can get it done.
Eric Bischoff and Ric Flair can figure this out.
All right.
You get well.
All right.
That's your assignment.
You're the boss.
Okay, thank you.
And guys, before we go on, one last thing. I got to call Hulk. I got to tell him that we've got this thing under control. I want to make sure we've got a plan and we're all on the same page.
You'll be able to call Hulk. I promise you. You and I will talk later today. You'll have a plan. You'll deliver the message.
All right. Thanks.
Always. Good. Jesus Christ!
Whoa.
What in the hell?
Dude.
Are you okay, man?
What the?
Who did this?
What's going on, man? Who?
RVD came in here? Are you kidding me? James, are you all right?
You all right, bro?
RVD Anderson came in our locker room, at our office.
You okay?
If it's a war they want, they got it, Eric. Jesus.
It's on.
It's on. It's a war they want, they got it.
Kurt Angle, the 1996 Olympic gold medalist. The father, the husband, well, the ex-husband.
You can have that. How many TNA World Heavyweight titles did you win before I came here? After I came in, it wasn't all about you anymore.
I'm the one who single-handedly picked up the phone and called Dallas and said, we have an opportunity to get Kurt Angle. We got him, and he made my life. The politics, the backstabbing, I'm sick of it.
Oh, God!
And I vowed that I would turn the tide, and I have.
It's Kurt Angle. That's Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle busting right through the crowd at the Impact Zone, going right over the steel guardrail.
I'm in, Jeff. All I have to do is sign this contract, and it's legally binding for Genesis. I'll see your ass at Genesis, Jeff.
Jeff Jarrett is in the world of Angle.
There's a message being sent from Kurt Angle to Jeff Jarrett here.
There's the ankle lock. Playtime's over.
This isn't an exhibition. This is a clinic.
Hunter Murphy gave something to Jarrett. They rubbed it on his forearm. What the hell was that?
He had ointment. He had a biofreeze. When he blinded me, I really couldn't see where he was going to punch me. I really couldn't protect myself.
God, look at the blood flow from the head of Kurt Angle.
I'm retiring. My MMA boots and just coming to the retirement party. Me, you, and you know it.
With every drop of blood from the head of Kurt Angle, this becomes even more personal.
You want to talk about Genesis? Let's talk about what happened at Genesis. Sunday night, no one was supposed to get hurt. I said from the very top it was an exhibition and an exhibition only. But in round 2, Kurt tried to cinch up on a few of the submission holds. He took it a little too far. Well, guess what happened? In round 3, he's the one who ended up getting hurt. That didn't have to happen, but it did. That's what happened Sunday night.
Well, what do you think is going to happen tonight? What is planned for tonight?
I told the whole world what I'm going to do tonight. I'm going to go out there and hang up my MMA boots, but I'm going to hang them up undefeated. And I wouldn't have it any other way other than to have my lovely bride in the house. Now, honey, I'm only asking you to do one thing. Do not lose your temper out there tonight. No matter what you do, do not lose your temper.
Honey, I'm not going to lose my temper. I'm as cool as a cucumber.
Yeah, I guess I heard my ex-wife is here. I guess we got a little catching up to do.
As Mike Tenay and Taz welcome you back to Impact on Spike TV, we have to talk about Jeff Jarrett's MMA exhibition this past Sunday at Genesis. Jarrett was totally dominated, totally controlled by Kurt Angle, almost to the point of embarrassment and humiliation. But then Jeff Jarrett, he took the road.